How's it going, Tomb Raider fans? This is EdgarCon96 here, bringing you a special review of the Tomb Raider Collector's Edition for PlayStation 3 that was released in North America. And I'm going to show you just a nice brief opening of the video here of what the packaging looks like. And what we have here is a sweet cover art by Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics. Now let's just do a nice 360. And like most other games, just going to tell you, a brief summary of what's happening in the game here and what's new about this rebirth of Lara Croft and new representation of her and what her new experiences are as a new survivor. And anyway, what we have here is a nice figure that this game comes with, the game itself, some in-game content, and the soundtrack with 10 songs. We have a nice poster, 5x7 lithograph, and the survival tin. So this is just a paper cover of what the tin is, if I can get it out. Here we go. What we have here is Exceed the Limits Expedition survival kit. Very, very cool. We have nice weathering going on here around the sides and the corners. This is plain. Really cool. So let's open this guy up and let's see what's inside. So here she is out of the package. Really, really sweet figure made by Square Enix and PlayArts Kai. But before we get into her details and all that, let's see exactly what this set came with. So first and foremost, we obviously have the game. Standard cover here. Nothing different. We have the soundtrack, which you should hear in the background now. Very softly. We have a nice book. It's a little mini graphic novel, if you will, and concept art. Very cool. We have a really nice, if we can get the right light here, it's kind of dark. There we go. Nice art on a lithograph. And the very big poster that it comes with, but I obviously can't fit that on camera. But it's basically a map. So let's get into the review here. Her arrow fell out. Okay. Here's a 360 of her. We have an impressive sculpt going on here. Square Enix always has cool sculpts. Although not always realistic, they do have a unique art form, which I always appreciate. And alright, just trying to figure out the articulation here. Okay, focus it for you guys, and let's see what the articulation is here. We have a ball jointed head. Looks like we have a ball joint here, the abdomen, ball joint at the waist, which means they could also rotate. The arms can go out and in, forward and back, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, as well as rotate at the elbow, and we have a full range of motion in the wrist as well. Same thing with this arm. Legs could go out and in, forward and back, double jointed knee, and we have rotation at the boot. and a boot can go forward and back as well. So we have nice articulation. I'm sure you get her in a nice amount of poses, and really cool, really cool. And we also have boot here, boot articulation, which can, sorry, I'm blocking it, rotate it here. I'm working with weird natural lighting right now. My lamp is a little bit too intense, the light, and it'll make everything look warm here and yellow, and that's not really great. So let's get into the detail here of her face. Pretty nice sculpt. One thing with PlayArt's Kai is that they always put like darker paint application around eyes and creases and things like that, and I get why they're trying to do that. It gives like a better representation of the sculpt, but I think here it's not too bad. But as you can see, around her eyes is a darker flesh tone, as if there's always constant light coming from above and giving her eyes a shadowy effect. So let's see what her accessories are. Okay. Trying to get this out here. She has her trusty weapon that she gets early on in the game. Great detail. Really cool metallic effect. This is obviously a later version of what you get earlier in the game as you upgrade. We have a nice shotgun, if it can come out. Okay. Once again, nice gunmetal effect with some bandage wrapped around the handle for grip. Nothing moves, no moving parts. We have pistol here. Simple detail, nothing too crazy. There's no need to be. These weapons are fairly light, but they are sturdy. And her bow and arrow. Nice detail going on here. Nice string. Here's an arrow. Pretty cool. So this is a nice looking figure. Really nice for a collector's edition. I believe this only comes with the collector's edition, although I'm not 100% sure. But I know I haven't seen it anywhere else. Her hair is a softer plastic, so it can be moved around. Let's get a size comparison here. I'll bring in other sized figures so you can see what her scale is. Compared to a standard 7-inch action figure, she is taller. That's a standard 7-inch action figure. Here's a 6-inch action figure, much smaller, solid snake. Here's a standard PlayArt's Kai figure. As you see, he's off the screen. This is Raiden, and he's not even standing tall. As you can see, he's got his knee bent. So that PlayArt's Kai figure is a lot bigger than Lara Croft. That's a 10-inch figure. Is a 12-inch Hot Toys figure here. So you can just see exactly how big 12-inch figure towers over her, but when you put a 7-inch figure by her, she is taller. But yes, very, very nice figure. Really cool collector's edition set. Really cool of my friend to let me borrow this and review for the night. And it's really cool to just have this in my hands and review it for you guys. So that about wraps this up. Check out my channel for more reviews. I recently did a Kratos custom review that I did from the God of War Ascension Collector's Edition, the statue of him. And yeah, feel free to check that out and more videos on my page. Feel free to like and subscribe and all that. And until next time, you guys take care. See you guys later.